So we're taking a little break from the pirate weapons. I know the new mode is out and all, so if you haven't checked out like that hour-long video, go check it out. It's actually pretty fun. I'm really excited that there's a new mode and there's new modifiers every single week, which I should be covering in separate videos, so look forward to that. However, we actually have technically this is a pirate weapon, but yeah, it is a pirate weapon. Everyone calm down. Okay. But the way I see it, a bow has kind of like a separate classification when it comes to weapons in the game. I see bows as like its own thing, like the Xeon bow. You got the Instigator, you got the Powder Keg, you got the Boom bow. Like I kind of see it as like its own group because it's not as similar as, you know, the other weapons, but it is technically considered a sniper rifle. It is a part of the pirate weapons. However, you can actually get this right now in the llama shop. Yes, copper the Powder Keg. Woohoo! I actually own 3 of these, and I'm gonna get the extra one. Usually I get extra weapons just for the manuals because, you know, your boy usually is low on manuals most of the time. However, you can definitely grab this. The Powder Keg is actually not really a bad weapon in the sense of bows. I believe like it's like the 3rd or like 4th most damage one. A lot of people don't use it due to the fact that it is an explosion weapon and you actually have to wait for it to explosion, but it does do a decent amount of damage on a hit, so not too bad. You'll see in like, you know, whenever we start the mission or get into the mission, you'll see how it is. But yeah, the perks that we're going to be running today is actually a reload speed, fire rate, crit damage, and critical rating. And then I don't want snare on this actually, which yeah, no, actually no, yeah, because I don't think I don't know if snare's the I don't know if the snare, maybe honestly maybe we switched to impact and knockback. I think we switched it to that. Snare an enemy, not really something that I'd want. I mean, you could probably go with whatever you're comfortable with, but I actually think the impact knockback would be pretty fun. But yeah, this is your basic build for bows. You got the reload, fire rate, and then you got the crit damage and crit rating, so it should be fun. But yeah, not a lot of people use this bow, just, you know, due to the fact that it has that explosion. So yeah, and the loadout's actually kind of similar to a Xeon bow loadout or the FAR loadout. Basically, it's exactly the same. The only difference is you're going to be swapping Rabbit Raider Jonesy in the lead, and then you're going to be running Farah not at all. Yeah, people actually would probably say, well, Farah might be good in support. The thing with Farah is actually, I'll show a clip of this. Farah does chain with the Powder Keg. However, the explosion doesn't chain. So you can see how like it'll splinter off and hit enemies, but it doesn't actually do any damage nor do anything after explosion. So it's not really worth running her in support or in lead. So instead of her, we're going to be running locked and reloaded along with story and my quick scope, which is just basically your average sniper damage loadout. And then of course totally rocking out because, you know, extra damage, why not? I love totally rocking out. And then battle beat and fumble. Now I was debating if I wanted to do fumble or subwoofers, but I ended up doing fumble because it might be a little bit better, and maybe subwoofers could be better because you're not as mobile as Ferris, but you know, depending on your playstyle, you should be good. However, that is everything. Grab it. It's in the shop right now. It should be out until the end of the season, which is really good. Now this is kind of like a boring mission. Repair's not really fun to do, but the Powder Keg isn't really known for its crowd clearing or like fast killing. It's really just known for shoot an enemy, explosion, and it's dead. So I think the repair is kind of the best one. Also, 3 of the missions is like exploding death bomb, and the Atlas mission, or no, 3 of them are like smoke screen, and then like the 4 Atlas mission is just like wildly insane with metal corrosion wall weakening. So yeah, we're gonna be doing the repair. So let's just jump into the mission, test out the weapon, and then we'll get into the defense. Alrighty, so I have a smasher. Okay, well, enemy you want to knock off. I have a smasher right next to me. Let's see what it does against it. Now, initially, the shot doesn't do any damage. Like, as you can see, you get the hit marker, but it doesn't do anything. But the explosion, though, is not too bad. Waiting for it is, though. Like, you can see, unless if you hit those headshots, it will go off. But it's not really it when it comes to, like, fast killing. You can kill enemies. It's not bad. As you can see, like, the explosion with those headshots, like, whew. Not too bad. Getting those enemies dead, crowd clearing, not too bad. It's just the waiting part that sometimes is not fun. And as you can see, like, there's a little timer on it, which is kind of cool, but you know, just waiting, whatnot. But if you shoot enemies in the head, I believe it just instantly explodes. Unless, of course, they have the shielder on them, which isn't too bad. Like you can see, like, it's taking good care of the survivor while, you know, waiting for it to be saved. So it's not too bad. I just think in the sense of like quick kills, you know, if they're on the objective, it's not really the greatest. Now, also to mention it, musician had to craft another one because I forgot to mention this. Since I'm running Rabbit, Raider, Jonesy, and Lead, usually it is good to run double crit damage since he does increase your basically crits or increase your crit damage, you know, whatnot. But we're going to be using a reload speed and then also a crit damage one just to see how much damage we do. Otherwise, let's go find these modules, get in the mission, and just see how it holds up. Okay, yeah, the mission didn't start, but we found all the modules. So I actually found a smasher, and I think it'd be cool to use the double crit damage one just to see how much damage we do on it. So let me kill that enemy first. Yeah, back up, buddy. Now, yes, the reload speed is very useful when it comes to Xeon bow or the vacuum tube bow, but since the powder keg is already kind of slow, reload time isn't really something that you would care about. You're using this weapon purely because you want to, but I don't know, that damage, like what is that, like the fourth shot? You don't even have to hit the enemy, by the way. It's an explosion, so you can just spam, but you do more damage if you hit the enemy because, you know, the explosion's like right on it. Can it not? Can't reload while it hits me. But I mean, yeah, you can see like it does it. Oh my gosh, it's not gonna kill it. Oh my goodness, that was actually kind of bad. I think I might prefer the reload speed over. Ooh, I don't know. But yeah, let's get this timer to go and just start the mission. Alrighty, so the mission has started. Honestly, I think I might be using the reload for most of it. I probably should be switching around. The powder keg, honestly, I've used it before. It's not a weapon that I haven't used, but it's kind of a weapon that you could use if you're just trying to have fun. Like, I wouldn't say you don't use this weapon because it's not bad. It really isn't. I mean, the only reason why most people don't use it is due to the fact of that, like, explosion whenever you don't hit the head. But it does a decent amount of damage. Like, I think I've seen, like, 400,000. Now, I'm about to die. Oh, there's... Oh, goodness sakes. But, yeah, it's not that bad. Can I get that healing pad? There we go. Okay. But in reality, if you're just trying to have fun, I think it's the weapon to use. But as for damage, yeah, like it does like 400,000, I think, if you hit it in the head. Yeah, 413,000, and then like another 200,000 whenever it explodes. But without the crit, 200,000 seems to be like the area of where it is or how much it does for that area. Otherwise, not too bad. I think if you're running like a basic mission, like a repair or anything, it's not that bad. Ooh, mini boss. Ooh, it's Ricochet. Wait, does Ricochet, I wonder if, does the explosion deal damage? Oh, it does. Interesting. That's Warcry. Let's see how much I can do to it. If this Smasher wants to move out of the way, please and thank you. Smasher, please. Okay, I mean, the discharge is there. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna do anything on the mini boss. It's not really a great weapon. Let me try the double crit damage one. Let me see if the explosion... Okay, the explosion doesn't do too much. Or it isn't too bad. Yeah, I don't know. I think damage-wise, the powder keg is not there. I may have been wrong when I said it was like the third highest hitting bow. It probably isn't. I think it's probably the lowest. No, what's the boom bow? I forgot what the order is. I know like it goes like vacuum tube bow or something, or like, I think it's like it's like the boom bow or something. I forgot. It's one of the ones that doesn't have reload. If the boom bow had a reload perk on it, I think it would be like the best weapon in the game because it explodes it shoots pretty fast. Yeah, but this mini boss isn't it. As for like, you know, like a Xeon bow, like you can tell, like if I shoot it, like, you know, you can see like the reload speed. In the crits, it does a decent amount of damage. Like you can actually do yeah, I'm like about to die because I keep shooting a Ricochet. You can see that it actually has that build up and it does more damage. But the powder keg, since it shoots kind of slow and the charge up whatnot, it just doesn't really do anything. So like I don't think I'm gonna be able to kill that mini boss. I mean, unless if I pull out a good old discharger. I think let's see how fast I die with it. Hello? Did my that was weird. No, yeah, I think it's time for that. Let me just make sure I don't die here. Yeah, I don't think the powder keg, I think on regular Husk, it's pretty fun. The explosion and, you know, you can kind of crowd clear with it. It's not too bad. Dang, we're just letting Husk in there. Oopsie daisies. Yeah, it's not too bad, but I think as for like, maybe like just, Yeah, I don't see this weapon being used in a 160, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't use it, because I feel like a lot of people believe that using weapons that are not as powerful as like the broken weapons, like the discharger, is, you know, is basically throwing the game. But it's not. You're trying to have fun while playing this game, and I think using weapons that you usually don't play or you usually don't use in those missions is probably like, it's really fun to do. So I say try out the boom bow, buy it in the shop, and you can just decide if you want to use it or not in 160s, because it's not bad when it comes to damage. It's not bad when clearing enemies. It's not bad overall. It's just sometimes it's not the best choice in the barrel. There's clearly better weapons, which that's why I love doing this series, because showing weapons that can compare to other weapons but not as powerful and repetitive is always fun. So that's why I do this series. So yeah, otherwise go grab the powder keg in the item shop. It's not as bad as what you think, and go do it in a 160 and try to have fun. Otherwise, subscribe if you've enjoyed the video. Look out for more of the pirate weapons in the future. Otherwise, you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.